Hey guys, what's up? This is Ron here, and in this King of Fighters All-Star video, we are going to do some background check of these two characters, Goenitz and Leona Heidern, because these two characters, as you know guys, that they are coming as boss syndrome characters, and in this video guys, we are going to take a deep look at the history of this character, what are their personalities, what happened in their lifetime, or the things that you might really feel interested in, because at the end of the day this is not just about playing this character without knowing the real information behind these characters, that what actually made these characters so famous and why they are so notable. So sit back and relax and let's get into our story. And before, just as always guys, give this video a like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done already. And guys, our story starts like any other stories. Long time ago, thousands and thousands years ago, there was a god named Orochi, and whose one and only wish is to fulfill Gaia's will, that is to preserve the balance between nature and the aggression of mankind. And humankind was gradually aggressive in their nature, and they were, as a result of their activities, they were destroying the nature, and that actually made this god really enraged at that point that he actually declared war against mankind. And this god Orochi had certain followers, and that was a clan named Hakkesshu clan, and this clan supported this god Orochi, and this guy Goenitz was the leader of the Hakkesshu clan. And in the same way, they aided Orochi's plan to wipe out the mankind. But guess what? 3 clans from Japan actually stood for the mankind, and actually those clans were known as Kusanagi clan, the Yatta clan, and the Yasakani clan. The 3 clans together actually fought against Orochi and the Hakkesshu clan, and they defeated them, and they were able to capture and seal both Orochi and the Hakkesshu clan separately. This is how they kind of saved mankind from the destruction. But after 600 or so years, that seal that they created to keep Orochi, inactive, that seal started to become weaker. Then the clans, the Kusanagi, Yatta, and the Yasakani clan, the 3 clans together, they decided to move the vessel of Orochi to somewhere else where it can be more securely kept. And while doing that process, the Hakkesshu clan members were somehow able to escape, and they started their own venture or goal to awaken Orochi the god once again, so they all can pursue with their previous plan of destroying the mankind. The escaped Hakkesshu members were starting to plot something, and their mission was to destroy the unity between the 3 clans, because those 3 clans joined together, they were really strong. So they first tried to create a destructive relationship between the Kusanagi clan and the Yasakani clan. And one of the Hakkesshu members actually killed a Yasakani clan leader's wife, and that blame was somehow placed on a Kusanagi member. And this is how the rivalry started, and this is the basis of the rivalry between these Yoriyagami, which I will tell you that how it turned into Yagami. And this is where the rivalry between Yasakani and the Kusanagi clan started. And the Yasakani were so angry because their leader's wife was murdered by Kusanagi. They at least thought that, and they vowed to take revenge against the Kusanagi clan. and they joined in a pact with Orochi and got some of his powers. And from that time, they kind of changed their clan name, and from that time they were known as the Yagami clan. And as you can see in the green screen, that Yori Yagami is the descendant of that Yagami clan, which was actually known as Yasakani clan. The leader himself of the Hakkesshu clan was one of the most sinister figures in the King of Fire All-Star. He didn't stop at creating a clash between Kusanagi and Yagami clan. He went further and started to build his own plan to awaken Orochi once again. And he goes ahead and meets one of his previous team member who is known as Gaidel. And Gaidel was previously an active member of the Hakkesshu clan, but later he realized that the intention of the Hakkesshu and Orochi was no good for mankind. So he kind of quit his role as a Hakkesshu clan member, and he went back to normal life and started a family. And as a result, as a family member, Leona was born. So Gaidel was the father of Leona. So in search of more power or more active members, as a leader of the Hakkesshu clan, Goenitz went to Gaidel and asked him that Gaidel should help him to in his quest to awaken Orochi. But by then, Gaidel already knows that Orochi and Hakkesshu members are no good for mankind. So he kind of refused Goenitz, and he refused to help him at all. Of course, Goenitz was so angry, but he didn't really express anything. He just left this place quietly, but he came back again that particular night. As a leader and the most powerful member of the Hakkesshu clan, he had this ability to activate a certain ability which is known as the Riot of Blood, and he was able to activate it within any Hakkesshu clan members. And as Leona was the daughter of Gaidel, so technically she is a Hakkesshu clan member. So Goenitz had the ability to manipulate his Riot of Blood technique with her. Leona was a little girl back then, a little girl, innocent girl, when all these things were happening. That night, Goenitz came back and he actually activated the Riot of Blood in that innocent Leona. And as a result, that innocent little Leona became berserk. She became so much destructive that she killed her own parents, and she killed and destroyed the entire village of her own. Goenitz was really happy with her because all he wanted is the destruction of mankind. But he didn't take any responsibility of Leona. He kind of abandoned her, and in the middle of nowhere, there was nowhere to go. And by the time, Leona already lost her memories, and she had no idea that what she actually did to her parents. She was just confused that what went wrong. She had no idea, and she started to wander around, keep wandering, until one day Heidern was able to find her, and he took Leona as a child or something like that, because he also had a daughter of almost at the same age of Leona. So, but his daughter kind of died. So he took Leona as a daughter, he adopted her, and he started to teach Leona some of his fighting techniques. And soon, Heidern was able to understand the great potential of Leona, so he took his full ability to teach her and train her as a great warrior, and he taught a lot of his skills, and also other Ikari members, Ralph Jones and Clark, they also helped him in teaching Leona. So they were, all of them were kind of like superiors to Leona, teachers to her, and this is why we can see a lot of similarity in Leona's attacking style with Heidern's attacking style. Leona learned her fighting style mainly from Heidern, and she actually has a lot of similar moves like cutting or piercing hands, cutting aura, and this type of things related to slashing. She learned them from Heidern, and also she learned some moves from Ralph as well. Heidern personally took really good care of her in teaching her, in improving her fighting style and everything, because he saw the future potential and what Leona can do. And this is why we can see that in most or all of the King of Fighters original games, they pay respect to each other whenever they met each other in battles or whenever. So time passed by and Leona kept training hard under the supervision of Heidern, Ralph and Clark. On the other hand, Goenitz here also was on his pursuit to fulfill his goal of awakening Orochi, and at some point he met Rugal Bernstein. And Rugal was someone who really claimed himself as the strongest person, and as a result of his pride, they both got into a fight. But as we can expect, that Goenitz easily won, and he was able to actually blind one of Rugal's eye. And this is why we actually see one of those blindfold thing in Rugal's eye. And we can actually see this blind eye thing here in every version of Rugal that start from 94, King of Fire 94 to Boss Syndrome Rugal. Everyone has this blind eye, and that is the doing of our guy Goenitz here. But though Goenitz won easily, but he was still impressed that Rugal was so strong that he was able to survive his blows and he didn't die. So secretly, Goenitz decided to use Rugal's body to incarnate Orochi, and that would make him really strong. But somehow that didn't really eventually happen, and things went otherwise. But Goenitz kept on his pursuit of awakening Orochi, and as a result, in King of Fighters 97, with the help of the other Hakkesshu members, that is Yashiro, Shermie and Chris, he was able to awaken Orochi at least partially by using Chris's body instead of Rugal's body, which was his actual intention. Meanwhile, Leona finished her training really well, and when Heidern understood that she is kind of fit for fighting, he assigned her to the Ikari team with Ralph and Clark, and they together went to fight the King of Fighters 96, and the intention was to investigate the involvement of Geese Howard. At the end of the tournament, that is King of Fighters 96, Goenitz appears and he confronts Leona, and he reminds her that the Orochi blood of Orochi's blood is flowing in the veins of Leona, and Leona is connected with Orochi, and she is kind of destined to serve the purpose of Orochi. At that time, actually Leona had no memory of that man or of her killing of her parents at all, so she didn't really understand anything, but somehow she felt some sort of discomfort in her heart. That was actually just a suggestion of the darker things that happened in King of Fighters 97, and that tournament was actually arranged by the Hakkesshu team members Yashiro, Chris and Shermie, and the purpose of that tournament was to awaken Orochi, and behind everything the intention was to the awaken of the demon. And of course the Ikari team has no idea about that, and so they participated in the tournament. But as the Leona was feeling the growing power of Orochi, she felt certain changes within herself, and as a result of she being around the Orochi's power or aura, she couldn't help herself, and the riot of blood was once again activated in her, and she turned into a pure beast, and that is known as Orochi Leona, or Orochi version of Leona, where the riot of blood is fully activated in her. As a result, she went into frenzy and attacks her team members, Ikari team members, and everyone around. But somehow she was defeated, and after her defeat, she came back to her realizations. Her memories started to come back, and she realized everything. She remembered that she was the one who killed her parents and how she attacked her own teammates. And she also realized that this was beyond her control, as she had no idea what she was doing. And she also realized that she is a danger to everyone around her, and she could destroy anyone at any given moment. And from this realization, she felt so ashamed of herself that she suddenly decided to suicide. And at the final moment, when she was just about to kill herself, Ralph came forward, and actually he saved her from killing herself. He gave her the courage to keep on. He even gives her his own bandana and assures that she is no longer alone, though she lost her parents and everyone, but they are now their own family, and she is no longer alone. And Clark also joins the discussion, all for one and one for all. So that was the perfect family that Leona always wanted, a perfect companionship, a father-like figure like Heidern, and two supportive brother-like friends like Ralph and Clark. So she went ahead with the Ikari team and fought in different battles everywhere, because evil never rests, and all the way she know that the riot of blood is in her, so all the way she was conscious about her not being something destructive to others. And there is Goenitz. He is there with his more sinister plans and his own ideal, that is to awaken Orochi, the destruction of mankind, and to wipe out the mankind from the earth. So guys, that was the video about the background and the history about this character, and I tried to explain as much as I can. I wish I could show you in some sort of animation or something, but I couldn't do it. I'm sorry about that. I hope you have enjoyed this video in any ways. So give this video a like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done already. Hope to see you guys soon in some other videos. Till then, stay awesome, stay safe. Peace out, my friends.